April is Fair Housing Awareness Month, and as I share this message with you today from the comfort of my own house, I mourn the reality in our nation that so many people are unable to enjoy a safe and stable place to call home. This is due to the lack of affordable housing, among other factors, but our national housing shortage is exacerbated by discrimination that communities of color, people with disabilities, LGBTQIA+ persons, and women face in their pursuit of a place to live. This month's observance is an invitation to our church to recall how Jesus, who the Gospel of Luke tells us had nowhere to lay his head, ministered with compassion to the poor and vulnerable. It's an opportunity for our nation to turn our attention to learning about the human right to housing and how housing discrimination in our local communities and across the nation continues to deny that right to many. It is a moment for each of us to ask, who faces housing discrimination in my community? Why? And what can I do about it? Lutherans have a long history of action in support of fair housing that is supported by our social teaching. As a church, we have been vocal advocates for fair housing legislation, including the important changes made in the 1968 Fair Housing Act and subsequent legislation that prohibit discrimination in the sale, rental, and financing of housing based on race, religion, sex, and national origin. There's still much to do to ensure all of our neighbors can have a place to call home among continued patterns of segregation and access to credit disparities in 2022. We have work to do, dear church, to tackle the legacy of segregation, housing discrimination, and ongoing disparities of home ownership for persons with disabilities or based on race and gender. Be well, dear church.